Okay, that looks like it's working. So that's a good thing. Cool. So let me just get one last thing done. Cool. So say hi, guys. How many, this is your first recode with me? Just let me know if it is. Hey, Susan, nice to see you. Cool. I'm nearly there, guys. I've just got quite a bit of streaming services happening. I want to make sure everybody has it. Right. Oops. Cool. There's the Zoom link. Okay, nearly ready. The dogs are barking. That's always a good sign. There's something amazing is about to. Oh, my audio just left for a second there. All right, one last thing. There we go. Post that. Hey guys, I see you all there. I'll be with you in just a second. I'm just getting everything set up. All right, cool. That seems like it's everything. It's all here. Here we are. So I'm excited. So who is having a first session? Never done a recode before. I am streaming this into my masterclass group as well, but there's a lot of people here that this will be their first one. So I'd love to know who's not had one before. Hey, Patrick, let me say hi to all the people I've got here on Zoom. If you're watching on a different place, I can't respond to you. So I'll put the Zoom link in if you like. So hey, Cheryl, hey, Dawn, hey, Holly, hey, Jed, Jim, Joel, hey, Jonathan. Good to see you. I think that's Jonathan. Yeah, that Jonathan. Hey, Julie. Hey, Karen. Hey, Mavis. Hey, Nicole, Patrick, Rihanna, Sabrina, Susan, Stephen. Hey, guys. Good to have you all here. Cool. All right. So I'm excited today to share this amazing work with you. And it's going to be fun. We're going to go into the recode. So if you haven't had a recode before, this is an amazing piece of work passed down to me through Colette Stryker. It came from Dr. Gary Flint's original work. Colette added the superconscious to it and her 30 years of psychotherapy. Then I came in, learned from her, and I brought what I had learned from William Whitecloud, Dr. Richard Bartlett with the 2-point, and brought it together to call it the Recode. And so I always love to share and honor everyone who's come before us, before me. And so it's very exciting to be here. We certify people in this work. It's done by a group, and it's done by connecting to an aspect of us called the superconscious. So the first thing that I want to say to you is that most modalities actually cause more problems than solutions. And this is a very confronting message. And I want to say it with love that I've gone and been twice certified in NLP, a clinical hypnotherapy success strategist. I've worked with Joe Dispenza, done all of his work, Bruce Lipton, done all of his stuff. Tony Robbins, Psych K, EFT, Matrix Energetics, Lynn McTaggart, the Healing Intention, Abraham Hicks, seen her live, worked with her, and I really obsessed about this. How, with one question, how do I create more success? And I love every person that I've just mentioned, and the others like Wayne Dyer and Brene Brown, and just lots of amazing people in this work. However, what I also notice, and tell me if this is true, is there is also a lot of people that have done a heck of a lot of self-development and self-work, but they're not living the life that they dreamt of. Give me a yes if you've noticed that too, that they've done the work, they've done Ho'oponopono, they've gone to retreats, they've tried ayahuasca, changed their food, they've changed their diet, they're obsessed about this, and yet they haven't got the life they want. They've gone to the avatar training, they've gone and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in years of their life, but they don't seem to get to where they want. And I stumbled across this through my own pain. I built a very successful business, multiple $million-dollar business, and then found myself I lost it. And I just got to this situation, guys, and I thought, what is really going on? And what I realized, I want everyone to type this in, is where all of those amazing people and all the work we've seen out there is just in the wrong structure. It's just in the wrong structure. The structure that they're in actually causes the problems. And so I love to say, hey, I think the personal development world is broken. And it's because of structure. They're in the wrong structure. Here's the structure. And I really want you to get this. So look, outside, out here, out my window, I'm in my other office today, there's beautiful water. Now, this can only flow in and then out. That's all it can do, because the structure of the riverbanks only lets it flow in and out. That's it. So most people are unfortunately caught in a structure that never actually allows them to have success. And I call this the structure, the problem orientation. Can everyone just type that in? The problem orientation. And that the problem orientation is basically this. They look at the problem, they try to fix the problem, and miraculously they're going to pop out and become something else. Okay? So they say, look at what's wrong, let's fix it. Look at what's wrong with your life. Write down all the beliefs that are wrong. Look at what emotions are wrong. Look at how you're wrong. Look at this, fix this, look at what's wrong. You're not skinny enough, you're not this, you don't eat the right food. This is wrong. And so that they're in the problem orientation, and they have a belief that success is personal. Okay? And I really want to get this across, because success is not personal. See, in the problem orientation, they will have you believe that if you just fix yourself enough, suddenly you'll come over here and you'll have everything that you want. Okay? They say if you just look better, eat better, think better, change your emotions, do this, do more of this, do less of this, sleep a certain way, or wake up a certain way, right? Things will change. And it's just not true. It's just not true. Firstly, there's people like Warren Buffett who defy all of this. He didn't grow up with any money. Right now, he's 89 years old. He runs a humongous company. And the truth is he eats McDonald's for breakfast every single day and drinks Coca-Cola. He's 89, running a huge company. I think he's the third richest person on the planet, started with nothing. Now, you can say what you like about him, but here's what I can recognize. That's not somebody who followed all the health guidelines, right? And all these other things. He doesn't have he didn't worry about becoming high vibe, right? He didn't have to go on retreats and sit and meditate. But yet he created. And so then I hear, just tell me true if this is true. Then I hear a 21-year-old millennial selling essential oils, sitting in a beach in Bali, telling me that I need to get into some sort of high vibration or download some sort of codes in order to make money. And my business does about $6 million a year, and this person doesn't have $2. And so here's what's interesting about this, guys. I really want to get this point across, is that, it's not personal, it's structural. And so look, there's so many people that have made money. Let's use money as an example. Okay, there are so many people that have made money, and they're all different. There's no one way. Like Michael Jackson, still getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars, right? The guy didn't he had challenges, right? Lady Gaga, you think about Steve Jobs, wasn't a nice guy, right? He wasn't in abundance. He wasn't in this, he was not that, Donald Trump. You think about these. Beth says, I know 3 billionaires, they're all men and they're all grumpy. And so, you could take that and go, well, I need to be grumpy and be a male to make money. But no, there's someone like J.K. Rowling or Oprah Winfrey. And so what I know is money isn't personal. Give me a yes if you're getting this. It's just not personal. And so it's not. Give me a yes if this is landing. And so we've taken this idea and it's got completely ridiculous. And so the first thing I want to say is, you feeling good over here has nothing to do with what you're creating, right? You can feel good, you can feel bad, you can feel upset, you can feel frustrated, you can feel whatever you like, and you can still create whatever success, fame, money, charity, a new world, whatever it is you want to create. They're not the same thing. Do you see how we've lumped those together? We've lumped it, I have to feel good and believe a certain thing and do a certain thing in order to have this. We've made it personal. And that's very interesting because it's not personal. It's not personal. And so the reason why this is so important is we've made it so personal that we even think that we've got to change in order to have what we want. Okay, now just bear with me a second. I want to explain why this is so important. Can you guys hear me okay? Someone's just started like mowing their lawns next door. The joys of self-isolation. Can you guys hear that? Can you hear me all right? It's no problem. It's all good. All right, good. I've got no other option. I just wanted to acknowledge it. I mean, I could close the door. I've got some fresh air coming in. Okay, so just riddle me this, guys, just for a second, okay? If you have to change in order to have money, all right, let's say this. Let's say for 30 years you've lived in frustration, and then you're gonna set up a structure that says, if I make money, then I'm gonna be different. Okay, just hear this out. If I make money, then I'm going to be different. If I have a relationship, then I'll be different. If I lose weight, then I'll be different. Okay, so can you all just write that down? When I get it, it will be different. Now, who subscribes to that belief? When I have my goal, it will be different. When I have better health, it will be different. Just give me a yes if that's what you've heard before. Where's everyone at? Yeah, it will be different. It will be different. All right, just let me know. That's the general structure. It will be different. It will be different. Now, yeah, nice. A lot of people have been getting these lessons from me. It'll be different. When you have more money, when you start a new business, they even try to sell you that everything will be different. And just think about how scary that is to the ego. This is what the ego hears. If I get more money, well, then I'm dead. I'm not needed anymore. Here's what the unconscious hears, guys. Here's what the unconscious hears. When I get that, we're not the same anymore, and that's unsafe. And that's unsafe. Bill says, it's very hard not to believe that I won't be happy when I have money. And Bill, I thank you for sharing that, because a lot of people have that belief, but I want you to get this. If you don't train yourself to be happy now, when you get the money, you're not instantly going to become a different person. You see, where is the power in that statement? The power is with the money. And so, yes, I agree that making money is a great choice. I love making lots of money. But here's the truth. Unless you find it now, you'll never have it when you have it. Does that make sense, Bill? Do you see how we've coded this up? And so here's the problem with that structure, guys. Can everyone see the problem with that? You can never have it because then you have to die. So then all these personal development wackos, they say, well, you got to go fix you. So then you spend a whole life trying to fix you so that you can finally feel good enough so that if you can have it. And then that becomes your whole life. And 35 years later, you've gone to every course under the sun, but still you go, I can't make money. And like, it blows my mind. And guys, I'm so lucky I get to share this with you because that was me. That was me. I thought I had to fix myself to have it because life would be so much better if I had it. And it's a working class conditioning. Guys, I want to say this to you seriously. This has been handed to us, fed to us from whoever's in charge of the government. And they fed us saying, when you get here, it'll be different. When you get here, it'll be different. And we all just consumed it. We taught it to our kids and we believed it. And then they said, good, so fix yourself. When you lose weight, it'll be better. And marketers and governments, and it all just comes at us. And it becomes our world. When I have more money, life will be better. And it's like you can literally change any other belief with people, but you can't change that one. No, Chris, it will be better if I have it. And here's the answer. No, it won't. It'll be exactly the same. And you know this. You know this. You've gone and bought a new car before or moved a new house or bought a new suit or a new dress or got new shoes. And for a little moment, life was better. Yeah, look at these new shoes. Then they became the shoes. Yeah, look at this new relationship in. Just the relationship. Yes, look at this new house. Just the house. True? True. Jennifer says, money gives you more choices. It does. But you can still have tons of choices and be really unhappy. I've met people who have the choice that they can get on a private plane and they can fly wherever they want. And that's a choice. But guess what? They never worked on this stuff. So here's what's really exciting. Here's what's really exciting. Someone just said, I lost 30 pounds, got in shape, 3 months later, back to where I'm started. That's an oscillating pattern. That's because we were in the problem orientation, okay? So this is the first point I've got to get across. All of my mentors, every single one of them, I love them so much. They've helped me so much. All the people I mentioned, I love them. However, when I sat down with a billionaire, self-made, so happy, great marriage, everything I wanted, he said to me, Chris, you must stop trying to fix your current reality because then you just become someone who has to fix themselves. He said, first, step into a new reality and then let go of anything that you used to be. But first, you must step into this. He said, that's step one. He said, unless you can be it, you won't see it. He said, so be it now. And I said, isn't that fake it till you make it? He says, no, be it till you see it. Be it till you see it. Step into it. And then he said, once you be it, instead of then you must let go. You must let go and let go and let go. And so I did that. I stepped into it and it was so hard. I stepped into it and I was like, this is who I am now. This is how I'm going to be. But all these old things start bubbling up, right? I start bubbling. You're not good enough for that. You're not this. What are you doing? But all these things popped up. And then because I stayed in it, I manifested this amazing work that allows you to connect to your own superconscious. Okay. So guys, point number one, has it been made? Is everyone on board? Point number one is success is not personal, it's structural. Give me a number one if you get point number one. Yeah, Beth, I hear it. I hear you. It's still giving the power to something else. It's still giving the power to something else. So here's point number 2. That's point number 1. Point number 2. You have a superconscious aspect of yourself that created everything. I am so for you having the power to connect to yourself and create change. Too long as a race, we have put the power in a book, put the power in someone else, put the power in a government, put the power in a schooling system, put the power somewhere else. We've put the power outside of us. And I want you to know right now, there are 3 aspects to your consciousness. The first aspect is your self-conscious. That started at between age 4 and 7, okay? And that is when you started to have a thinking brain, self-conscious, a main personality. That's when I started to learn who Chris Duncan was, self-conscious. Before age 4 and about halfway through, the third trimester of when you were in the womb, the unconscious was created and looking after everything. So the self-conscious is your thinking aspect. In my work, the unconscious is what's the automatic processor. It talks in feelings. It runs the system. Okay, I know you might have other words. I call it unconscious. Okay, the unconscious is trainable. Okay, you trained yourself to speak. You've trained your brain to hear the words coming out of my mouth. Okay, and turn it into symbols and then to know what's going on. Right? That is programmed. The unconscious is programmed, and between 0 and 4, and just before you're born, actually, there was no conscious filter to block the programming. You just got whatever you got, okay? And it's still a mystery to how, siblings get different coding and different unconscious beliefs. But what we do know is we get what we get. And the unconscious is in the domain of feelings, okay? And so the unconscious and the superconscious create something called your active experience. Could everyone type in those words, active experience, okay? Active experience. So right now, you're living an active experience. You have thoughts from your self-conscious, you have feelings and programming from your unconscious, okay? That's your active experience, right? So, there's digestion happening, blood flow happening, breath happening, you're listening to me, you're computing stuff, you're writing things, you're thinking. That's your active experience, okay? Now, these 2 aspects of you want different things. Your self-conscious wants to be a good boy, a good girl, and wants to live an ideal. There is an ideal that your self-conscious wants for life. It has an idea what a good life is, okay? Now, that's what the self-conscious wants. So the self-conscious wants an ideal life. Just type that, wants to be a good girl, good boy. Write that down, type it in. Someone do that for me. That's what the self-conscious wants, or the ego, if you prefer to use the word ego. The unconscious just wants to survive. The unconscious takes whatever it's done in the past and puts it on the future. Takes the past, puts on the future. The unconscious does not like change. Okay. So when you talk about self-sabotage, it's normally the self-conscious and the unconscious fighting. So here's the problem, okay? Most of us have gone and tried to do some sort of development of the self-conscious or the unconscious. Now, here's the problem. They want different things. So whenever you do work on the self-conscious, you get motivated, you feel excited, you just create more disparity between the 2. If you work on the unconscious, it just never wants to change. And so this is where you get this rubber band. The self-conscious goes to a conference like 10X with Grant Cardone, and it's like, yes, I'm going to 10X everything. I'm going to go, yeah. The unconscious says, we're not changing. So then it goes, yeah, and then it comes back. You see that? Yeah. And then after this a few times, we go, well, there's something wrong here. So then we try to fix this thing. And that is a lifetime of trying to fix it. Okay. And so this is the biggest challenge with a lot of modalities, is they only work in the unconscious, and we basically have to re-traumatize ourselves and try to fix it. So lucky for us, we're on the forefront of a revolution, and we get to access the superconscious, which is the third aspect, the superconscious. Now, the first person to use the word superconscious was Edgar Cayce. Carl Jung used superconscious. Nassim Haramein uses superconscious and the unified field. And my mentor Colette channeled the word superconscious. So superconscious is a very, very new field. And so first off, Bert Hellinger has described that there are 7 generations of family patterning sitting in your field, okay? In your field, there is memories, thoughts, traumas, and emotions, okay? There's a lot more that's in your DNA than just what you get from the unconscious and conscious. Just think about this, okay? Your DNA is there to help you turn it to be the most successful human you can. So it carries fears and emotions and things to avoid, and it's there. This is why a lot of us, we can't escape outside of what's true for our family. So the superconscious, guys, is innate intelligence, okay? It's physiological, okay? I really want you guys to hear this. It's physiological, meaning that there's an intelligence that took a sperm and an egg, turned it into a cell. That then turned into all sorts of different cells. And then somehow, guys, some cells go, I'm going to be a heart, and I'm going to be muscle tissue, and I'm going to turn into an eye, and I'm going to turn into a nose, and I'm going to look like my family. You have a family superconscious signature, okay? And your family looks like a certain piece of humanity, which has a signature. So when I connect to the superconscious, we're connecting to the part of you that's also me. See, we're connected to a unified field. In fact, we're just different aspects of the same consciousness, different viewpoints, okay? So think about this. This is you and your boundary. This is the outside of you, okay? This is the outside of me. We can shake hands, except not right now because we're not allowed to do social distancing. We're not allowed, but we can't mesh, right? So we're separate. Now, outside of each one of these, okay, is your family field. I'm not in your family field unless my mother or father or brother or family are on here. I'm not in your field. So those fields are separate information. And then there's another field outside of that called the superconscious field. Now, I am part of your superconscious, okay? So when I do this work, guys, it's closed eyes, and I ask you, can I connect to your superconscious? Okay, so I want you to imagine, like those Russian dolls, there's you, there's your next one, there's the next one, and I'm a part of that next one. Does this make sense? Give me a yes. So when I ask, can I connect to yours, you're opening your aspect to say, yeah, Chris Duncan can connect. And then I don't do the work. What I do is I connect to your superconscious and I give it instructions based on what I'm receiving. This is why when I do the work, I can do it as a group, and I can work with I've worked with over 380 people in just one session by connecting to your superconscious and creating change, okay? And what I do is I'm teaching your superconscious how to do it, okay? And so we certify people in this work. By the way, who's interested in the certification? Give me a number 1 if you are, and give me a number 2 if you're already in the certification. The certification is amazing. We've got some people in here already in it. And it allows you to learn this. We do lots of the basics, and then we do Recode as well. So it's very, 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 very exciting. So here's point number 2. You must learn how to connect to your superconscious. To start, you can start with having me do it until your superconscious is ready to take over. Here, guys, here's how resistance looks for me right now, right? Oh, I want to do something. You can't do that. Says, you can't do that. That's dangerous. Hey, superconscious, do you see that? Yeah. Can you treat it? Yes, treat it. All right, let's get that out the way. Let's go. And this has been the most beautiful 3 years of my life since I understood how to create this shift, okay? Number 1, structure. Number 2, superconscious. Because I only released this work on the 29th of October. I want you guys to really hear this. So it's been to November, December, to January, to February. It's March right now. It's 5 months. 1.3 million people have been impacted by this work in 5 months. Why? Number 1, because it's the truth. But number 2, there's no resistance from the guy running it. I'm just going for it, right? I'm just going for it. So that's the second thing. Now, the third big point I want to do before we do the session, okay, is to understand that epigenetics and neuroscience, okay? So look, your brain is being hardwired to a point because it's completely plastic. What I mean is what we mean in neuroscience, and I'm standing on the shoulders here of Norman Doig and the way the brain heals, and the brain that heals itself and how the brain heals, and understanding this, okay, is the brain can completely recode itself. So any resistance that you have right now, we can shift. Now, how does that work? The first principle is Hebb's principle, Hebbs, Hebb's principle, okay? Joe Dispenza talks about Hebb's rule or Hebb's principle a lot, okay? And it goes like this: brain cells that fire together, wire together, okay? And it's very known that if you fire a certain emotion and a certain thought, they're going to wire together, okay? Now, the second thing I want you to type in, other than Hebb's work, is the reconsolidation moment. In 2001, there it is, Norman E. Deutsch, yep. In 2001, the reconsolidation moment was discovered. This is the moment when 2 neurons pull apart and they reconsolidate their ideas. Okay, so it is completely known that the brain can reconsolidate and then we can wire it. Okay, Hebb's rule, reconsolidation moment. Now, what we know is most of us, through using emotion, can increase this wiring, so there's no resistance. And let me prove it to you. How many of you remember where you were September 11, 2001? Just give me number 1 if you can remember where it was. Right? Same. I did this one time at a live audience, and I realized that that's actually nearly 20 years ago. And there are all these, 22, 23-year-olds in the room, and they're all like, "No, I don't remember." And I'm like, "Oh, damn it." Anyway, so if you don't remember that, maybe you're going to remember where you were when coronavirus happened. Anyway, so so most of us can remember that, where we were when we heard about it. True. Now, in the same point, most of us can't remember what we did, 3 Tuesdays ago. Now, why is it that we can't remember that, but we can remember something from 20 years ago? Now the reason is our brain is wired for intense emotions, okay? So that's wired in there. You know, your brain is not going to forget that. So here's what's interesting. If it's true that we have 7 generations of trauma passed down to us, right? Then you can understand 7 generations, there's been some big traumas. And if you can experience you not even forgetting that trauma, right? You still got it there, okay? And you might not have the emotion anymore, but that is there. You can remember it like that. You know where you were. Did you see all those ones, okay? Lots of people wrote a 1 in to say, yeah, I can remember it, okay? And so that's very interesting to me. So the brain can completely recode. We can use emotion to increase the chances of it, okay? So what we do, we use the superconscious, we use structure, and then we use meditation to get us into the right feelings to really make this happen. So people ask me, Chris, well, why is your work the best? And I say, well, we're really standing on the shoulders of Greg Braden, Bruce Lipton, Joe Dispenza, and Lynn McTaggart when it comes to understanding the power of intention, the power of meditation, and the power of rewiring. Does that make sense? Then we've got Colette's work, Dr. Gary Flint's work, understanding we can connect to the superconscious, which is way, way, way faster. Then from William Whitecloud and Robert Fritz, understanding structure, brought it all together, and it's coming through someone that's applied it and made, I've got a $6 million digital marketing business that I run over here, and then I get to do this because I love it. And that's why, if you're buffering, there's the Zoom link. That's really, really exciting. So I love everyone, but I had a challenge with every single one. And I'm going to share the challenge here, but I want you to know it's done with so much gratitude that every single one of them came into my life and helped me. So what I found with the meditation approach, way too long. I felt, okay, I love you, Joe, but if I have to spend an hour and a half every day in meditation, that ain't me. And number 2, my problem is I still feel like I'm trying to solve myself. There was no structure. I was like, there's no structure here. So I'm just trying to fix myself. So I love you, man, but I keep going back to your course and it feels good. But then I see all these people, and honestly, I don't see a lot of success in the room, right? Then I see, you know, the Anthony Robbins pump up, right? And they're just working on your self-conscious, right? Yeah, let's go. You know, 10X, Tony Robbins. And it was like, go. And everyone would go, whoa. And then they'd end up right where they were because they never aligned themselves fully. You know, Colette's work is amazing. But my problem was with it is I found myself just turning into just, I had no tension. I had no masculine to me. It was beautiful. And I love her so much. I learned so much, but I found myself just like, oh, I'm not doing anything. And that, so that caused chaos. And so, you know, William's work and understanding structure, I loved it, but I always felt like it was too masculine and I never had the alchemy. So alchemy, hermetic principles, and done a lot of work in that with him. I never felt like I could, you know, release parts of myself. So I always say with gratitude, everyone that I've learned from, and it's been a great 15-year journey, but the last 3 years bringing these things together, these big 3 pieces, has been huge. So I hope that really lands with you. With gratitude, I believe, in my opinion, that we have the answer. I believe it's the last course anyone needs to ever be a part of. The Superconscious creation is here. We need a lot of people to help us with this work. So we're going to do some work, hey? We're going to do some work. We're going to get it done. So I love you guys. I'm excited to be here. One of the things that we do is this work isn't about me at all, actually. It's about me passing this across to you guys using it for yourself, applying your own wisdom, adding more to it. And I believe every single one of you will take this to whatever next level you need to take it to, okay? and I'm going to keep applying it to my life. One of the things I believe I get to do is, and I just want to share this while I've got all your attention today. If I can go and take my company to 100 million or $1 billion, guess what? That is going to get the attention of the world, right? Oh, wow, look what he created. Oh, he used meditation and the superconscious. So a lot of people say, well, Chris, why do you talk a lot about money? And there's a big reason for it. And the reason is because the people I want to reach, the people I want to get this to, the leaders in business, the leaders in the world, the leaders, they need to hear that. They need to hear that, right? So that's, if I can do that, and then over here, if I can teach all of us to get this work out to the world, I know right now we're in an opening, and this opening is we're going to create a new reality. We are Q, we are QAnon. We've got so much coming in this right now. Things are changing. And if you're looking for a great opportunity, to be able to work at home, to be able to help people, our certification is amazing. So all that being said, let's do this, eh? Give me a yes if you're ready to do the recode. So I want to talk to your superconscious a little bit and explain how change happens when we do this work, okay? The first thing to understand is that no aspects of you will die, okay? In fact, what they'll do is they'll just let go of their emotion and join together, okay? They'll just join together. So what a problem is inside of us sometimes is we have different aspects of us that have really good information, but that information sometimes is held off because of negative emotion. So here's the benefits of this treatment, okay? I want all aspects and parts of you to hear this. Number one, they're going to get more satisfaction and less pain. They're going to share more information with the self-conscious. They're going to be able to share more information with the unconscious. See, we have dormant memories, okay? And these dormant memories float around and are called on when needed. So if I was to ask you, when was the last time? See, I haven't asked you anything. You're just here in your active experience. But if I was to say, when was the last time you rode your bicycle? Or when I asked before, where were you in September 11? You called on a dormant memory and brought it into your active experience, okay? So these dormant memories are out there, and so sometimes we don't know why. We're just there, we're going to do public speaking, and all of a sudden we change. A dormant memory is triggered, okay? So the way that this works is you're going to get more satisfaction, you're going to get less pain, and we do it by respecting every part and every aspect, every identity of you. So all of these different identities of you, maybe there's an aspect of you that's an overachiever, an aspect of you that's successful, hurt, wounded. They're all there, but they're all your age. See, if you created a certain mindset at age 4, it's been there to whatever age you are now. So we're not telling it off. It's got a reason. It's got a point of being there, okay? And so here's how it works. And so I want to just talk to your superconscious and let it know that the active experience is like a playing field, like a football field. And when I ask for resistance to come out, okay, little gophers will pop out and create little mounds of dirt. And that just is going to symbolize what needs to be treated, symbolize the resistance, okay? And all the superconscious has to do is when it sees the resistance pop out is to just get a feather and sweep the dirt back so that the playing field is flat. And just do it very gently in the perfect way, in the perfect order, so you can just walk towards your goals, okay? And that's how it works. And so your superconscious is going to understand. And I just want you to consider for a second, does your superconscious understand how treatment can happen? Yeah. See, your superconscious created everything, okay? And it's really only there to give instructions, to create more satisfaction and less pain. So when we go to this, I'm going to be able to see all the resistance pop up, and I'm just going to ask for treatment. When I give a command and I say, hey, superconscious, can you treat that? All that means is to just smooth over and let it go. Okay. No aspects of you will die. You'll just join together, and treatment is for the benefit of the whole. We actually want all of you working together as a mono personality rather than self-sabotage and resistance and all these things. And what I mean by that is, isn't it interesting that self-sabotage is a thing? Right? Shouldn't it just be, I want to go for this. I want to go for it. And I do. But the problem is, every time you go for it, a gopher pops out and creates some sort of resistance. Just let it run away, sweep it under, and let it go. So what we do is we do this as a closed eye exercise. Okay? It's a closed eye exercise. And all you have to do is give me permission to connect to your superconscious. It's very safe because it's your superconscious I'm giving commands to. Therefore, if anything is unsafe, it just blocks it, okay? Now, sometimes the pain is too great, okay? Sometimes the pain is too great. If that's true, what we do is we're just going to treat a little piece of it, okay? So sometimes you might be doing this, and if it's like, oh man, this is really wild, you just know, you say, hey, you know what? I'm just going to treat just 10%. So how many of you have already done a session? Would you like to just type into everyone it's their first session and maybe just share in 5 words or 10 words what your first experience was like? Any instructions for those people who are about to have their first one? We're going to do this, and yeah, it's going to be really, really, really cool. Anything else that I need to share before we do it? Yeah, it's not hypnosis. It's not NLP. You're not in a trance. It's not meditation. Your brain is going to allow my superconscious to connect to yours. My superconscious knows how to do this. So all you have to do is open the window and let me connect to yours. My superconscious understands this, and yours just has to say, give information, and then I'll do the rest, okay? Oh, you guys are just typing into just me, Tina and Kirsten. I'm going to copy that in and across for others to see. I want them to all feel good. It's like calling in the lost parts of ourselves. Oops, I did it to all panelists as well. There you go. Cool. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing. Hug me like a little girl. That's nice. So it's very gentle, and you can all feel very safe. So I've just posted those things there in for you that people have just typed into me. If you want to change to all panelists and attendees and share, you can. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to have a session. Yeah, Tina, just great thing. You'll just you'll just experience it. So just have no expectations, okay? So let's go through. So first question is, I want you to choose a goal. All right, I want you to choose a goal. And here's what I had in mind. I would like you all to choose the goal of playing or living your biggest expression in life. Let's all just work on that. Does that sound good? I choose the end result of living my full expression in life. Okay, do we all want it? We all choose that? Yeah, my fullest potential, my fullest expression, my fullest expression, my fullest potential. Yeah, I'm gonna choose it because I feel like I've talked too long, and I'm gonna make this go faster. Let's choose that. Okay. So the second step, all right, is we're going to get into the emotion of the end result. Step 2 and 3, I change around a lot, don't I, certified people? Today, we're going to go to 3 first. Okay, so I want you to choose to live your fullest expression, okay? The way that we're going to do that is do it emotionally. We're going to step into it emotionally, okay? So close your eyes, and I want you just to choose to live your fullest expression, your fullest potential in life, and just choose it and experience it. How does it feel to have it? How does it feel to have that? What would it be like to have that now? That's it. So just close your eyes and tune into that and ask yourself, how good does it feel? How good does it feel? All right, cool. So come back, open your eyes. Now I want you to consider, compared to that, what's it like? What's life like now compared to my fullest expression? And this is called creating structural tension. Okay. A lot of people go, well, what's tension? You're about to experience it. So compared to that, what's life like now? And just type in a couple words. Compared to that, what's it like? Nice, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, Gabrielle, I love it. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people writing stressful. You know, a few of my coaches are in here. They're writing relaxed and peaceful. Another one of my coaches said grounded and joyful. Another one of my coaches says wonderful. Another one of my coaches said moving really fast. Yes, moving. Good answer, coaches. But a lot of us said, you know, pretty bad, resistance to change, stressful, not there, right? And that's the tension. I mean, I'm here, I want to be there. My head is spinning. I'm here, I want to be there. Okay. So now we're going to uncover what's in the way. Okay. So I want you to consider what emotions are causing you to be stuck. So what emotions are in the way? What emotions are in the way? So what emotions are present in the current reality that are not in the future? And just acknowledge some of the emotions. What thoughts? What do you think about this? What do you think about this? So Kate, you might think, I need to feel confident to have this, right? I need to always get it right, maybe. What do you think about all this? I'm not good enough. I'm not that. What do you think about this structure? It must be crazy to do this. Yeah. Right. Yeah. What will people think about me? What will my family think about me when I start talking about the superconscious? How will others judge me? What will the world think? Yeah. Can't get there. I'm not enough. I'm crazy, and people will finally know it. Cool. So just allow the resistance to be there. Okay. So what I want to ask you, all of us, is out of 10, can you just out of 10, can you just score your level of resistance? Okay. So 10 out of 10 resistance is like you're swimming upstream, and 0 out of 10 is you're floating downstream. So I just want you to score the resistance. I know my overthinkers, you can't score it. Just score it, because then at the end you can then score it with whatever method you use to score it. Whatever method is you have, whatever mad method, just use it twice. And then you'll be able to see a change. The reason why we must score it is sometimes you create such a change that after we've done it, you forgot that it's even a problem. Okay, so look, we're going to do this process. It's closed eyes right now. And our goal is to, as much as we can, remove that resistance down to wherever it needs to be. So please, when you're ready, close your eyes and give me permission to connect to your superconscious, okay? So just close your eyes, and in your heart or in your mind, you're just going to say, I give Chris Duncan permission to connect to my superconscious, okay? And so just do that. I'm going to be using muscle testing and doing all sorts to connect. So just close your eyes. I'm about to close my eyes, so I will not be looking at the chat box. Please close your eyes here. They all come. Cool. Give me permission to connect to your superconscious. Great. Cool. Do I have permission to connect to your superconscious? I'm going to talk to your superconscious as though it's a person. Superconscious, are you there? Superconscious, do you understand this treatment process? Yeah. Great. Can you create a perfect treatment plan? Great. If you need help, just connect to my superconscious and allow instructions to fall. Yes, great. Okay. Superconscious, do you see this choice of living fullest expression? Great. Can you please treat all emotional resistance, do a massive change history, and everything is required down to 0. Please treat the emotions of fear, worry, anxiety, doubt, and all other emotions as needed. Thank you. If this is your first one, just stay present. Keep your eyes closed, stay present, just be there. Just notice what you notice. There's no right way to do this. That's it. That's it. Superconscious, do you see all thoughts and belief structures causing resistance? Can you treat it? Yes. Please do a massive change history on all thoughts, belief structures. Thank you. Superconscious, please tell any aspects that are waking up that treatment is there to increase satisfaction and decrease pain. None of them will die. They'll just exchange information with the main personality and become one. All information, understanding, and knowledge will be preserved. Do you understand? Please treat all identities causing resistance. Thank you. Superconscious, can you step into the end result of living your fullest potential? Can you step into that now? Can you please treat all resistance to living from this perspective? Yes. Please treat the feeling of safety. Please treat the beliefs and feelings of permission. And please do a massive change history on what will my family think. Superconscious, please treat vows and commitments inside the family history. Do a massive change history and everything is needed. Thank you. Okay, that's processing really nicely. Just stay in that. Superconscious, I'm going to read out the sentence procedure. I'm going to read out the different alignment statements. Can you tag all resistance that pops into the active experience? Stay in the end result. I am this. Please tag and treat all resistance that has come into the active experience around I am this. I am my full potential. Please treat the body systems, stomach, chakras, heart, and muscle memory, upper and lower back. Thank you. Just breathe. I know there's some big shifts. Just breathe. You can take whatever percentage you choose to treat today. Just breathe. It's okay. You're safe. You're in control. Please treat the heart field. Do a massive change history in the heart field. There's a belief sitting in the field right now. I'm not allowed to be myself. I'm not allowed to have it my way. I'm not allowed. I must be someone else. Superconscious, do you see this? Please treat it. Do a massive change history and ask the question, well, who else are you going to be? Remember to breathe. Keep breathing. Deep breaths are needed right now. Superconscious, is there anything blocking this treatment process? If there is, please treat the belief, I can't change. Please treat it. Do a massive change history by going to the original event in this timeline or passed down through family, past lives, or other means, quantum timelines, future timelines. Superconscious, please treat all events and the belief. Do a massive change history. Thank you. Okay, I've been trying to work on something without saying it out loud, but it's just there. So keeping your eyes closed. Superconscious, in the field right now, there's a metaphor of suffocating or suffering, suffocating, hard to breathe. Superconscious, can you see that metaphor? Yeah. Can you treat it? Yeah. Okay. Please treat it in the perfect way, in the perfect order, and replace it with self-love. Do a massive change history and everything. Do you understand how to treat it? Yeah. Sorry if that's not for everyone. I'm not sure what that is. Cool. Take 3 big breaths and then let's come back and let me know how everyone's going. I like to do a check-in in the middle here. Awesome. So say hi if you're back. Say hi if you will not say it. You obviously have to type it in. So if you're back and you're here, when you think about living your true potential, what's your resistance now to that? What was it before? Actually type in what was it before, what's it now? So has it gone from 10 to 2, 10 to 0, 8 to none? What's the shift? How do you feel? What was it before? 10 to 6, 5 to 1, 5 to 3, 10 to 2, 3 to 0, 8 to 6. Okay, cool. 9 to 3, 4 to 1, 8 to 6, 6, 0, 9, 4, 9 to 5, 7 to 2 to 3, 6 to 5, 5 to 3. Cool, cool. Okay, cool. So everyone's trending down. Someone's lips were moving. 6 to 3, 5 to 3. Yeah. So my experience of this is a big, big, big topic for everyone on this call. Would you guys agree with that? Living your truest potential. Yeah. There's a lot of resistance in this field. There's a lot. It feels like for some of us, we've been suffocated by this world, by society. So 10 to 0. Oh, cool, cool. So maybe I picked something really massive, but I just know it's just perfect. So look, let's do one more, and then let's bring this down as far as we can, and then you know, like there's only so much we can do at a time. Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, that's an interesting one, Mavis. Yeah, thanks. I won't bring that one up, but yeah, isn't that wild? Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. All right, so yeah, Gabrielle, could be. So let's go into this field and let's connect to the superconscious. So it's the same again. Cool. So just close your eyes and choose to give me permission again. Now you know how it works, and I'll just do another round of recode. Okay, we'll do another round. It looks like everyone's moving. It felt like everyone was moving. So just close your eyes and just give me permission. And you do that just in your heart, in your head. I give Chris Duncan permission to connect to my superconscious. I give him permission. I'm in control. And I know that no aspect of me will die. It will just join together. And if the pain is too great to treat, I'll just treat a small percentage. Okay, so just know all those things and give me permission. Cool, I can feel it all coming. Okay. This feels different. Great. Superconscious, are you there? Yes. Do you give me permission? Yes. Do all aspects want treatment? Yeah, maybe. Please tell all aspects that treatment increases satisfaction and decreases pain. Yeah. Great. Okay, cool. Okay, superconscious, do you see the resistance to living my true potential and feeling it? Can you step into that end result? Great. Looking back to the current reality, please treat all emotions, beliefs, thoughts, and identities that are causing resistance to being this now. Thank you. Superconscious, please treat fear of judgment. Do a massive change history and everything is needed. Superconscious, I'm going to give you a metaphor. Other people's opinions and the world and their emotions are like the ocean, and you are a ship on the ocean. Only what water you let in can sink you. Superconscious, do you understand the metaphor? Please grow yourself younger all the way back to age 1. That's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now please grow yourself younger back in months. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 months. Go back through the birth, being born. That's it. Back into becoming a fetus, and now go back down 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 months, all the way back in weeks, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, become superconscious. Superconscious, you're about to import instructions from 2 family lines. Do you understand the metaphor of the ship? Yes. I'd like you to go forward month by month and tag, treat all fear of what others think, and replace it with the metaphor with a really strong hull, a really strong ship, impenetrable. Can you do that? Yes. Okay, superconscious, move forward the first month in the womb. Second month, tag, treat, replace. Third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, 7th month, 8th month, 9th. Superconscious, can you keep up? Yes. Can you go faster? Yes. Through becoming born. Yes, great. Okay, first year. Tag, treat, replace. First year. Second year. Superconscious, do a massive change history on everything we've touched. Tag, treat, replace. Third year. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Superconscious, full superconscious recode down to 0. Tag, treat, replace. 8, 9, 10. Great. Superconscious, just notice how it feels different when you think about others' opinions of you. Yeah. Take this metaphor all the way out to today. Okay, superconscious, is there anything causing resistance? If there's anything causing resistance, please bring it into the active experience now. And if it desires and needs treatment, please treat it down to 0. Include memory structures, include thoughts, family entanglements, please include definitions, please include emotions and fears, please include secondary intentions and alignment statements. Is that everything? Yes. Please treat all of those down to 0. Oh, please treat the throat chakra. Do a massive change history and ground all the memories we've touched today into the matrix of the universe, including quantum memories, future memories, tandem memories, shadow memories, and all 3 aspects of our consciousness, memory 1, memory 2, memory 3, and ground them into the matrix of the universe, and take a few breaths and come back to now. Cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to reality. Say hi when you're back. Say hi when you're back. Hey, there she is. Hey, guys. Wonderful. Thanks, Carol. So powerful, felt it happening. Was that your first one? All right, so now you're back. When you think about living your full potential, when you think about living your fullest potential, waves of tears, that was awesome. When you think about living your full potential right now, how much resistance on a scale of 1 to 10 do you feel? So just give me your first answer, your last answer. Susan says, OMG, I think it might be 10 to 0. Susan, was that your first one? Purple plus white equals red. I don't know. It sounds like an interesting thing. Ton of bricks, tears, 6 to 0. 10, 6, 0. Living my fullest potential, 4, 1, 0. 10, 2, 0. 8 to 3. Great. 10, 6, 0, 5 to 1 or 2, 10, 0, 5, 1, 0, 10, 0, 4 to 1. Wow, the back 2. Yeah, tears. Have to run. Bye. It's not the right word. Yeah. Completely. 5 to 2, saying completely overwhelmed. Yeah, so sometimes we can remove one structure and another one can be there. Yeah, guys, I feel that there's still more there. I'm running out of time. Hey, so a lot of you, when you first have met me, you see a young guy, you see an ad, and it says that he's got a revolution, and a lot of you are skeptical, but you still click because your heart's pulled on it. And then you listen and you do it, and you try, and then you have a session like this, hey? And I wasn't kidding when I said we have a revolution, a brand new method on the planet. And guys, right now, there's 81 of you here on Zoom. There's 21 of you live on YouTube. And goodness knows how many people are going to watch this as a recording. What's really, really amazing is the recordings are sometimes the most powerful things. Yeah, so there is some homework. Someone said, wow, how do I do that? So guys, I got a couple questions for you. Who would like to continue this work with us? We have a few different options, okay? So number one, we have a certification, okay? The certification is amazing. It includes a full business training and everything included. In fact, we're doing our 4-day event for the certification just coming up next week. So that's really, really, that's amazing. That's for people that want to get out there. They want to do this with others. Yeah, it's a big deal, isn't it? It's a really, really, really big deal. So that's one way you can work with us. Another way that you can work with us is in our masterclass. All right, and our masterclass is also really, really exciting. In fact, we do 3 sessions of these a week. However, at the moment, we're doing up to 2 a day. In fact, we did 2 yesterday, and right now I'm streaming this live into the group as well. So there's already been 2 today because Rochelle did 1 before. So we're doing a ton of recodes, and you guys can be a part of it. So type in CERT, C-E-R-T, if you'd like to be a part of the CERT. I know a lot of you listening are already a part of these, so this is me talking to those that aren't. Would love you to be a part of the certification and get out there and help us help the world. But maybe you just want to be part of the masterclass and have the masterclass and just work on you. It's very, it's very exciting. So I'm just going to get a link for you guys where you can tell us what you'd like us to talk to you about more. And we'll give you a buzz on the phone, and we'll just talk to you, just human to human. Which one do you want to be a part of? They all are going to change your life. So here, I'm just putting it in Zoom here. Yeah, guys, I see some people asking for, asking whether or not I can chat to them. Unfortunately, I can't, but fortunately, I have an amazing team that can. So I'm just popping in a link. I'm just going to get it over here on YouTube as well. 1 second, and then I'll be able to come and talk to you guys individually or personally. So here it is here. Now, if you click on that link, I've just put it here in YouTube and here on Zoom, okay? It will give you 3 options. It will say, do you want to be part of the CERT? Do you want to be part of, part of the masterclass, or do you want something else? So if you're on YouTube right now, I'm just going to pop in a Zoom link, okay? And this Zoom link is going to bring you over to Zoom. I'm just going to do a screen share on Zoom about the different options, but I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that on YouTube, okay? So if you'd like to see the screen share, just jump over here onto Zoom, okay? So let me grab that up for you guys. And I think it's important. Can someone give me a yes, so I know that I'm not just doing this without people going, this is important, I want to hear about it. You guys do want to hear about continuing this. Yeah, there you go. There's the yes that I was looking for. Sometimes I just want to make sure that I'm in the right energy to share it with everyone. Okay, so let me just go here to Zoom. Yeah, someone says, I have no words. I'm not even sure what I'm feeling at the moment. So that might be a complete superconscious work happening. I'm not sure. Right now, I'm not in the field, but it felt really good when I was in the field. So please jump on Zoom if you can. If you can't, I have shared the link there too, okay, for you to just straight join and get a call booked. So I'll actually just type that in, book a call here, book call. Okay. Yes, it can be used with children. In fact, their superconscious is so fun to connect with. All right, so here's the 3 different offers, okay? So we have the Magnetic Mind Masterclass, weekly live Recode times 3 lenses coaching. We have a 2-day event, online university, over 30 meditations, 50 pre-recorded sessions, recording of the 2-day and the event. It's $1995 for the year, or $49 a week. We have the Superconscious Creator Program, and we've got 2 things coming this year. Okay, this is a 13-week magnetic mind coaching program. You get a Recode training, intuition training, 4-day event, Becoming Superconscious, which my coaches, it's happening next week, and you get the event recording. So these add on top of each other. So certified people, we've only just released this one. You guys are getting all of this, obviously. Or there's a certification on top of that. So on top of that, you get 2 extra coaching calls with Hannah, which is how to do the process, practice sessions weekly, a business training, plug and play marketing. You get business in a box, all the offers. There's an exam and a certification, and all of the Superconscious Creator stuff. So there's simply 3 different options, whichever one you want. So look, if you want to go all in and you want to be a part of, creating this work with me and get this method out there, you'll be certified, you'll get the business training, and you get everything. If you're in the certification, you get everything. Or look, maybe you go, hey, Chris, I don't really want this to be a business, but I'd like to just learn it all. If you just want to learn it and you don't want it to be a business, then you can be in Superconscious Creator. You get access to, all the information. You just don't get the extras that the certification people get. Or maybe you go, you know what, I just got to work on me. I don't have much capital or cash available, so I'm just going to work on myself. $49 a week sounds really good. So we have 3 easy options for most people. And so all I want to say is here's the link to book an information call to get more info, and that's all. We'll talk to you about which one's right for you and everything else, and explain everything that's in them. If you're in a contest or have won something, take action on that. It's very exciting for you. You're getting a humongous thing. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. I wanted to do this extra session to share this work with you. So, if this is, like, hey, Chris, I'm good, I'm not going to move forward. The one thing you can do to support me is leave a positive review on our Facebook reviews. Share this workout with people. I'd love to see you in our programs. They're the best. They're the best. That's it. If you want to have a business and an amazing method, find a way. Right now is the best time. Everyone's sitting at home. Everyone needs healing. And if you guys just watch me work with, I think I worked with about 90 people live today. That's pretty cool. About 90 people live. Just, actually, no, it was over that. It's over that, over 100 people. So you can do this to groups live over the internet. It's the best opportunity. There's no better time than right now. There's no better time than right now. There's about 100 of us here right now. Okay, we just did that. You can be a remote healer. You can work from wherever you want to work. You can make great money. You can help the world. It's very, very, very exciting. So look, one of those options is going to be good for you right now. I appreciate you guys so much. And so I hope that you got a heck of a lot out of this live demonstration. I hope that it was really good. If you're in one of the programs already, this was just an extra explanation. I think I explained it really well today, by the way. My certified coaches, where are my coaches? I think I did a pretty good job at explaining it. Like, I was like, wow, this was a really good one. I don't always explain it this well. I thought it was really good. Dawn, you can join and you can up level to other levels at whatever you want. It's all love. It's all love. So just go with what's right for now and come join this movement with us. And I think most people will end up getting certified or at least learning the process. They might not turn it into a business. So anyway, I care about you all so much. Have a great time out there. It's an interesting time in humanity. And look, we just need you to be a part of this movement. The new reality is coming very, very fast. We are the ones changing it. And you know, see you in the next iteration, once we all can come out of hibernation. But in this time, you know, we have got an opportunity to work on ourselves. Obviously, you can have your whole family involved in this, put it on the big screen TV, go through recodes. And if nothing else, remember those 3 things today. Number 1, structure. It's not personal. Number 2, it's you. You, superconscious. You can be a spiritual millionaire. It's you. Connect to your own superconscious. You. You don't need to give the power away. You. And all the spiritual teachers will reaffirm that you have the ability to do it. And I'm just showing you a very new, up-to-date method. And then number 3, understand that science backs this up. Hibbs rule, reconsolidation moments, epigenetics, neuroscience. Okay, so just remember, this is backed up, peer-reviewed science. The superconscious creates amazing change, and get in the right structure. It's not the fault of all those leaders. I think they're amazing. They simply haven't been told that they're keeping people in the wrong structure, in the problem structure. So, hey, click on that link and book a call. There's no obligation. Book a call, join the masterclass, do what you do. I love you. I'm going to take a bit of a break from doing so many videos for a couple of days. I think I've been live every single day on YouTube and on Facebook for the last week. So if you need some, go there. Join the freaking group. Bye.